Holy free holies, man. So yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about here in sports today. So I think they call them the Torpedo bats now. The Yankees are using it. Obviously, I think the first three games they scored like 15 home runs. I think today, Della, what's his name? Jesus Christ, the guy from Cincinnati used it. Um, Deli Lee Alea, I think his name is, and he had like two home runs, but like what was it, 6 7 RBIs. So a lot of people are saying, man, these damn bats, man. But I guess they measure them, and everything is legal. It's legal. It's like the tush push with the Eagles. It's legal. It's gonna come down to the MLB if they want to ban it or not. But this is different, right? Because the tush push, a lot of teams couldn't execute it. It was just the Eagles. Where this, it seems like now you're seeing other teams do it. I think some other teams are doing it as well. Minnesota is doing it for a few hitters. I mean, all you got to do is fucking get the bat designed that way, and you're gonna be able to do it, right? So this might be this is gonna become a possibly a whole league situation because everybody can do this, So we'll see where it goes. But for what I'm hearing, it is legal. It's just like a loophole. So it's going to come down to Major League Baseball making a decision. Do we want to continue to have our players do this? And we'll see. I think they're going to maybe wait a few weeks and see how the numbers are. Is the offense way too high? Is the pitching way too low? I think that they could just maybe look for some data and study it. So I think right now it's way too early. We're only in about what, this is today, the fourth day of Major League Baseball season. So maybe they'll give it a few weeks and see how crazy the numbers are, and if they see like they're really unrealistic, like it's 10 15 runs for a bunch of teams, then maybe they'll decide to ban these torpedo bats. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the hell happens, man. But it's interesting situation. But there is a lot of teams using the bats now, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of teams that are using the bats now. Let's see what else is going on. I think Kevin Durant is hurt. He's expected to miss at least a week, I believe, with an ankle sprain. Man, the Phoenix Suns could also actually miss the playoffs. That would be crazy because now the Mavericks might start winning a little bit because Anthony Davis is back. So this is not that great news for the Phoenix Suns, man. They lost like fucking 31 points last night to the Houston Rockets. So now they're gonna be without Kevin Durant for at least for a week. It is not looking good, man. Let's see what else is going on. But the Pelicans have decided to shut down both Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum. They decided to shut them down. Same thing, the Charlotte Hornets has also decided to shut down LaMelo Ball for the rest of the season due to little injuries, neck and neck injuries. They think it's better. It's not worth continuing to play. You're pretty much mathematically eliminated. So some players are starting to get shut down. Like I said, Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum, and LaMelo Ball, all of those three players have been shut down in the last few days. Interesting situation. The New York Knicks are signing PJ Tucker for the rest of the year. PJ Tucker can be a good player, man. He was in a lot of those Houston teams with Chris Paul and James Harden. And then I think he's been a good team. I think the Miami's teams with Jimmy Butler that went to the finals in 2020 and 2023. So he's been on some good teams, man. I think everywhere he goes, he seems to win. So, and I don't know. At this point, I think he's like what, 39. He's up there in age. He's obviously not the defender he once was, but can still be helpful, I guess, a little bit. So PJ Tucker to the New York Knicks for the rest of the year. Let's see what else is going on, ladies and gentlemen. They're saying that the freaking Aaron Rodgers was spotted this weekend practicing in LA with some of the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers, mainly DK Metcalf. So a lot of people are saying that Aaron Rodgers is for sure going to the Steelers. Why the hell were you wasting your time working out? Unless you're trying to see if he's like, what are you trying to see? Is DK Metcalf good? Of course DK Metcalf is good. So it's not that. I think he's gonna do it on the McAfee show April 9th, and he's just milking it, right? Because I don't know, maybe he thinks it's cool to do it like that. Maybe like LeBron James did when he went to Miami, or he's doing a favor to McAfee, right, to get him more ratings on that show. It is gonna be in Pittsburgh April 9th. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently he was working out with a few of the Pittsburgh Steelers receivers this weekend in LA. So that most likely Aaron Rodgers will be a Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2020-25 season, ladies and gentlemen. The Browns, Jimmy Haslam said we swung and missed at Deshaun Watson. It made him we fucked up by giving him what was it, $235 million guaranteed money. So yeah, they admitted they missed and swung. We don't know who they're gonna draft, man. A lot of people think they could take Shador Sanders or even Cam Ward if somehow he's still available. But we'll see what happens. But they for sure got to start all over again. I think right now their only quarterback is Kenny Pickett. They lost Jameis Winston. He went to the New York Football Giants. So we'll see what they do, man. This is very weird. The Andrew Luck, who's now the general manager in Stanford, they will be hiring former Indianapolis Colts head coach Frank Reich, but it's only interim. What I never seen this in my life. They're hiring him to be an interim head coach in fucking March, and then they're gonna look for another coach. So wait, is Frank Reich even gonna coach a fucking game in the season, or is he just like gonna do the off-season program and then eventually gonna hire another coach and maybe he's gonna coach them during the season? This makes me scratch my ass. I don't even have handroids. I never seen this in my life. An interim head coach hired in the off-season. WTF? What the fudge? Let's see, man. The NFL is trying to figure out a way to ban the tush push. The competition committee is supporting, or at least some of it is supporting the idea of banning the tush push. There's a bunch of meetings going on with NFL right now. I think the coaches met over the weekend, managers, owners. So a lot of stuff is going on. I think that there's a lot of discussion about different rules. So we'll see what happens with the tush push. Bills named Justin Fields their quarterback, their starting quarterback. So Justin Fields will be the Jets starting quarterback. I think that's it right now for that, ladies and gentlemen, for the NFL. So yeah, that's probably the biggest. Those are the biggest news of the day. Mainly Aaron Rodgers spotted over the weekend practicing with some of the Pittsburgh Steelers receivers, ladies and gentlemen. And then the freaking game, man. We saw freaking tonight. The freaking Lakers, man. I make scratch my ass. I don't even have handroids. Like, they'll lose to Orlando, Chicago, and then they'll beat Indiana, Memphis, Houston. It's like, what? Like, holy free holidays, man. So tonight, man, the Lakers, man, play the freaking Houston Rockets. They ended up winning 104-98. LeBron James would have blocked her at the end. Holy free holidays, man. Alperen Sengun had 14 points. Amen Thompson had 20 points. Dylan Brooks had 16. Jalen Green only had 9 points. They didn't play Jalen Green. Like, the last few minutes, he was just sitting on the bench. I don't know why the coach, Ime Udoka, didn't put Jalen Green at the end. That made me scratch my ass. I don't even have handroids. Jalen Green's supposed to be like a top 3 player on the Houston Rockets, and he was literally watching the final few minutes, man. I don't know if I like that, man. And I'm sure Jalen Green cannot be happy about that, man. You want to be in the game. You're supposed to be one of the best players. Like, what the fudge? But yeah, Amen Thompson led the way with Houston with 20 points, ladies and gentlemen. Jabari Smith had a good game too, 15 points. Jabari Smith. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know why the hell he was sitting on the bench, Jalen Green. LeBron James, 16 points. Austin Reeves, 12 points. Luka Doncic had 20 points. Denny Finney-Smith had 20. Gabe Vincent had 20. A bunch of the role players stepped up tonight. LeBron and Luka were not that good tonight. Like I said, only 16 for LeBron and 20 for Luka. Luka did miss a lot of shots. But yeah, they got picked up, like I said, by guys like Denny Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent had good nights off the bench tonight. So yeah, man, this was kind of an ugly game a little bit. I think for a while there in the first, it was about to be the end of the first quarter. And it was like fucking 13-11. I mean, Houston might have been a little bit tired from playing back to back, the night before and versus the Suns, which not really, because they blew them out by 31. By like fucking most of that second half, late third quarter, they were all resting. So who knows? But like I said, Houston didn't have that good of a game either. Like I said, I think their highest scorer was Amen Thompson with 20. And same thing here. The highest scorers were Luka Doncic with 20. So nobody really had a crazy game from neither side. But yeah, man, it was a fun game to watch. And like I said, Lakers, man, they beat all the good, they beat Indiana, Memphis, Houston. They lose to some of the teams that they don't really feel like they're going to have to deal with. Obviously, in teams like Orlando and Chicago. But the teams they feel like they're going to have to deal with in the playoff, they do beat. So who knows, man? I don't know how good the Lakers are really, man. I really don't know outside of the Thunder. Like Thunder will make the Western Finals, but who will they play? I'm not sure at all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really not. But yeah, pretty much that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. I think that's pretty much it. I do have some wrestling news, but I think I'd just rather give that tomorrow with the stream. But yeah, there's some interesting chicken nuggets in wrestling. But we'll talk about those tomorrow on the damn stream. We'll be back tomorrow on the damn stream. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow. Holla at your boy, man. Everybody have a fun night. I'm gonna go have a fun night watching Monday Night Raw. I heard it was a really good show. We finally maybe have some I predicted the handcuffs thing with Jey Uso. I predicted it on Sunday or Saturday. Stop playing with me now. I'm too big of a dog to be put on a leash. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Holla at your boy.